Hey you guys, thanks for watching this video. This is an explanation video of the mashup of O Come, O Come Emmanuel with Lion and the Lamb. This is going to be done 12-17-17. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun, and it's a really cool mashup. I think thematically they work really well, which is one of my criteria for a good mashup. So, diving right in, talking through it, it's going to start with this kind of low, brooding G sharp minor, and I'm going to reference this. What you're going to hear is in B. So if it's a 6 chord, if you're doing it in a different key, just make that adjustment in your head. But the G sharp minor comes in, and then out of the ashes rise this kind of solemn, "O come thou day spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent." Here, the one of the verses of O Come Emmanuel. Very subtle. If there's any instrumentation, there's a pad key track in Ableton, but if there's any interaction with that on stage, just real light tinkering and stuff. The second verse, maybe you could start to come in a little bit, O Come Emmanuel, and then at the end of O Come Emmanuel there, it's gonna finish with "For who can stop the Lord Almighty," in the intro of Lion and the Lamb. So it's gonna go like this. Exile here until the Son of God appear. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? So that'll be cool. Notice you're not crazy. The track did speed up there. So the first, what I did for, I think from what I played on, was at 90 beats per minute. Before that is 81 beats per minute because it feels nice and low, but we have to speed up to get on the bus for Lion and the Lamb, and I think it'll be noticeable to your ear, but it won't really be noticeable if the vocalist is singing it kind of flowy and fluid already. It'll just sound like we're picking up into something cool. So then from there, the intro is shortened. If you're referencing the original recording, really familiar with the record copy version of Lion and the Lamb, we shorten the intro. But that said, all of the structure in here is represented on your chord chart. This is one time of the year where I would say the chord chart is a very good roadmap. Other times it's just a reference, but your ear is the better compass. With Christmas mashups, I've put the time in to make very intricate, very detailed chord charts. So trust that. That intro is normal. That first verse is normal. The chorus is normal. It's a low chorus, right? And then it builds up into this turnaround. Everything's normal up until verse 2, which this mashup is going to be a duet, and it's going to be a duet between two vocalists who have a similar range. We're not splitting the melody, big leaps. Sometimes we do a duet because the melody is such a big reach. We don't want to, like a guy and a girl voice works well. This case, it's going to be basically in the same ballpark here. So I would have two ladies or two guys sing this. And the only reason is because, well, they're two different songs, so that's kind of cool. If it's kind of like one singer's singing the O Come part and one, is singing the Lion and the Lamb. But also because the lines overlap by one word in some cases, like right here in verse 2. It's going to be, "So open up the gates, make way before the King of Kings," which is O Come Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel. So listen to it here. In terms of preparing the verse, you'll hear it where it's like it's a normal verse. You think everything's normal, and then all of a sudden it drops out to just bass and drums. Guitars do that, just drop out and let the bass and drums carry it. Or if you do anything, just hit one big, I think it's a B chord right there, and just let it ring out during that O Come Emmanuel line, and then come back in with a normal Lion and the Lamb riff, and then drop out for ransom captive Israel. So listen to it here. So open up the gates, make way before the King. O come Emmanuel, who comes to save, is here to set the captive, ransom captive Israel. For who can stop the Lord? And then halftime. And then where it would go is into the chorus. It's going to go into the chorus, but it's going to drop down to a halftime feel. I dropped the guitars out, so it's just bass. I think I dropped the bass down an octave, so it sounds nice and fat and halftimey. And then the drum track, believe it or not, what you're hearing in the drum track is the actual drum track from Lion and the Lamb, slowed down by half. So that beat just works really well as a halftime beat. It sounds really cool. So who can stop the Lord Almighty? Rejoice, rejoice. It's the exact same chord progression as the chorus of Lion and the Lamb. If you notice, Lion and the Lamb, that first chorus, maybe analyze that, it's two halves plus a tag. Our God is the Lion of Judah repeats. Our God is the Lamb that was slain. And then the tag is, who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord? Is the tag. So for the rejoice chorus, imagine we just took off that front chorus and we have one chorus plus a little tag. And that's what you're going to hear right now, but made to sound like halftime. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. And then another just repeat of that, but not halftime, straight feel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? Into the normal instrumental. The bridge is the exact same. There's the option to add that duet singer ad-libbing between lines with rejoice. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? This repeats 4 times. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? At the 3rd and 4th bridge, that ad-lib rejoice could come in. And who can stop the Lord? This is the 3rd one coming up. Rejoice, rejoice, Lord Almighty, Emmanuel shall come. Yeah! And then the normal turnaround there. And then the rest of the song is really the same plus a chorus. So, like I said, this is chorus 1 is, kind of repeat of itself plus a tag. Chorus 2 is just the repeat plus a tag. And here we did chorus 1 and then right into chorus 2 and then the outro. So this is the end of the chorus. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Rejoice, rejoice. Really big, straight feel. Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Oh, who can stop the Lord? Yeah! And then the normal outro. So everybody, I think, probably can prepare the exact same way. Guitarists, I would say, do go to worshiponline.com. That's probably the best way to prepare for this, because all your parts are the same. It's just, answering the question, where do we put them? Where do we put those parts? So go learn the parts, take the 5 minutes, watch the video, learn the parts from worshiponline.com. Carry that into looking at the chord chart, which again is very accurate and very detailed to the structure, and listen to the track that I'm posting with this. I'm not posting the original MP3, so you'll have to kind of imagine the lead singer there, and just follow through the chord chart in front of you, listening to the track. and then again, it's just a matter of when to drop out. So like I said, that verse 2 is the first time that it's really different and weird. It's normal to start with, and then you drop out, maybe hit one big B and let that ring, and then come back in and do your parts. And one big B, let that ring during the O come Emmanuel lines, and then up into a big halftime rejoice. And yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. So give me a shout if you have any questions. I'm going to post the track right now with no singer. And there's a grand piano plunking out the notes of the melody for the O Come, O Come Emmanuel parts. Angie's going to send me some audio of her singing those lines, and I'll line it up and add that in a repost. But yeah, feel free to dig in and start having fun with this, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.